What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Detroit Tigers True Rebuild episode here. We've got another live stream going on for you guys today. It's going to be a pretty good one, in my opinion. We've got a lot of things to cover and get through this thing before we head into the 2024 regular season. And we'll go over some of the preseason statistics as well, see how some of our free agents are doing, how some of our rookies are doing. It'll be kind of a fun live stream. I've got something planned for you guys today. And we'll go from there. So, first things first. Appreciate you guys coming out and checking this out tonight. 8:30 on a I almost said Monday. Wow, that shows you how long of a week it was for me at work this week. But it's a Friday night, baby. It's Friday night, 8:30, and I'm looking at you guys to help me out here through the off season. So, a little recap about what we've done. Last season, we made the playoffs, and it took every single amount of energy and effort that we could muster up in order to make the playoffs. So we did it. We made it to the wild card round against the eventual World Series champions, which would be the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, or the Tampa Bay Rays. Ended up winning the World Series last season, and we just couldn't get it done. So unfortunately, there's no moral victories, but I'd like to think that would be a semi-moral victory that we got the dub against the eventual World Series champs. Or no, we didn't get the dub. Sorry, man, it's been a long week. This might be a rough live stream tonight. All right, let's do a little recap here about the roster. So you guys will see some of the things that I've ended up doing here off camera, and we ended up signing Chris Sale. Now, a lot of you guys might not be for this, but we needed another left-handed arm in this rotation, and Chris Sale provides that veteran presence, and he still had a pretty decent season for a guy that's 35 years old, right? Gave up 32 home runs, but the seasons before, 2 seasons before, he was under 4 ERA. The whip was pretty decent as well, and over 200 innings. So I'm expecting Chris Sale to give us about that 200 inning mark. Maybe even 180. We might have to sit him for a couple instances. But so we went out, we got Chris Sale. That adds another lefty to our rotation. We got Tarek Skubal and Chris Sale both on the roster now. Now look at this: 90, 89, 85, 84, and 83. Plus we got David Castillo, 23-year-old pitcher that we took in one of our drafts in this little mini series here. So we're gonna push him towards the bullpen. So he's gonna be one of our best bullpen pitchers. We also went out and got Kenyon Middleton. Now, this is a player that I like for the, I almost call them Anaheim Angels, but the LA Angels. And in this game, MLB The Show likes him. I mean, 3.73, 2.89, had a pretty good season last year. Has only been in LA for his entire career, and he's had a pretty decent one. And I'm really hanging our hat on Kenyon Middleton. I think that's a good sign. It's not going to rock your socks off for sure, but it's a solid sign. And we've also got guys like Balazovic, Josiah Gray is up on the 40-man roster. Alex Faedo is up on the 40-man roster. So these guys here, they could be pushed into the bullpen, which I'm not against. And that's really it for the free agent period, what we've got going on right now. We've signed everybody that we went after, which would be Sale and Middleton. And that's really all we can afford because we have a lot of guys that came off the books this season, like Joe Jimenez, and he ended up signing. So he's got a pretty hefty contract there at $9.5 million for the next 5 seasons. We had Skubal to sign. We had Candelario to sign. So all these guys that came through off camera, off screen, they really pushed that cash flow down. I think we were like at $3.7 million at one point, but now we're down to like 1.8. So we've still got arbitration guys to sign as well. So we need to find a way to get Reynolds back on the team. We need to get Bonifacio back. Mize, definitely need to get Casey Mize, but not offering anything to Grayson Greiner. I feel like we can let him go. A 31-year-old, 70 overall catcher. We can probably let him walk. A couple guys that are still tendered contracts. We're looking at Ray Del Villar, another bullpen arm, a guy that I value, a guy that I think that we need. David Young, nice player down at AAA level. Chadwick Tromp, going to be our backup catcher if he ends up signing back with us again. And basically just minor league players here that we're that we're trying to get back. But I think we got the cash flow to do it. I think we'll be okay. I'm pretty sure that that's it. That's the only moves that I really feel like we can go out and we can go make. If we wanted to make a big-time splash, like if we wanted to go after Urias, you can see what that does to our cash flow. If you look on that bottom left-hand side of the screen there, we were at 1.8, and then after signing, he's going to go down to $833,000 in cash flow. So that's not a lot of wiggle room to work with. So that just kind of gives you a barometer, a meter, so to speak, and then so you can figure out what we can and can't do. We could go after a guy like Cam Bedrosian. I don't think he's going to really break the bank. You know, he's looking for 5 years. I think we'd only give him like 1. But he doesn't really do a whole lot to that cash flow per week. He only gets it down to 1.6. But I want to wait on those type of situations because, like I said, we've got a lot of guys that are still trying to come in through arbitration and guys that are still trying to come in through tendering contracts. So we're basically done, in my opinion, as it stands right now. We're not really in the market to go after a guy like Bellinger or Chapman or Flaherty, even Kepler. Our outfield is absolutely loaded, so we don't need any guys like that. I think we're just going to advance. We're just going to go on and we're going to go forward and see what the movement is like in the rest of the Major League Baseball scene here. You guys can see in the all transactions, by the way. Let's go to free agency. So Jose Alvarado is going to be a New York Yankee. So big-time lefty from the Tampa Bay Rays. Good player, really good bullpen arm. He's going to be a part of the Yankees organization there, and that's really it for free agency. I mean, what else can you say? That's it. That's all we got. Not a lot of movement so far in free agency. So let's go ahead and simulate, and we see that the Cardinals get Urias. We got Red Sox getting Ohtani, and that'll do it for the 8th. As we look ahead, nobody re-signed through arbitration and tendering contracts. Now we're down to 1.75. So somebody must have signed with us here a little bit later on. Still just kind of the same situation that we're facing. So let's keep going. Let's keep simming. Let's go 9, 10. You got Lamet going to the Cardinals as well. And then Rockies get Bellinger. That's a huge signing for them. Ahmed Rosario going to the Milwaukee Brewers. That's pretty interesting. They're going to get a star player. That's pretty cool. Looks like Brian Reynolds ended up signing his arbitration offer. So we do go out and nab him. We're still waiting on Ray Del VR. And not a whole lot else going on here. We're down to 1.48. So I think we're doing pretty solid right now, guys. Tender contracts. We just looked at that, by the way. Hello. Let's see. Matt Chapman's still out there. So we're still waiting on Bonifacio and Casey Mize. Come on, guys. Let's go. Jack Flaherty going to the Angels. Diamondbacks get Frankie Montas. That's something that I could see happening, which is pretty hilarious. Is there any other big moves? We got Chad Pinder re-signing. 1 year, $8 million. Matt Olson going to the Arizona Diamondbacks. So the Diamondbacks ended up getting Cam Bedrosian, so it looks like we should have pulled the trigger there a little bit earlier. But Dylan Floro to the Phillies. We saw Bellinger, saw Flaherty, saw Montas. So we'll see what happens here. Anybody else that we might be interested in? We're at 1.48, so we could possibly make like one more sneaky little move, and maybe that's kind of looking at the bullpen possibly. Not really anything there. I know we had Matt Barnes last season. I wasn't really impressed with his output. A 4.98 for Detroit last season, and that's got to be better. It's got to be better. I wasn't impressed with that output. So again, we'll just keep simming here and see what happens. Luke Weaver going to the Red Sox. Angels get Kayla. Okay. Looking out to the left side of the screen here, we've got David Dahl re-signing with the Colorado Rockies. 4 years, $42 million. It's a good contract for him. I'm just clicking buttons here, guys. We're waiting on Bonifacio and Mize still. Guys, come on. Let's go. You can do it. We're down to 1.43, and I'm not really interested in bringing these guys back. Other than Cole Peterson. He's a guy that's just like a depth guy. But other guy, you know, these guys like this, like 24 years old, a B potential, like Chad Span, not going to make it. Bo Burrows, had high hopes for Bo Burrows, but it doesn't look like he's going to amount to much, at least in this game. At least in MLB The Show, he doesn't amount to much. So tender contracts, I feel like we're done. We're just waiting on Peterson to re-sign, and Bonifacio and Mize. So let's see what we've got here. We got 7 days left until free agency period at number 2. Twins are going to sign Robbie Ray. Astros get Miguel Andujar. And the Tigers really, we got our stuff done like in the beginning of the free agency period. So we, like I mentioned, so those of you guys that are just coming back in and joining onto this stream, we did end up getting Chris Sale and Kenyon Middleton. So those were our 2 additions to vault us into the playoff mix. Let's just keep going. Red Sox get Jordan Montgomery. Diamondbacks get Max Kepler. So the Diamondbacks, Diamondbacks and Twins have been very, very active. Even the Cardinals have been active too. They've been really, really going at it. But good sign for Houston, Miguel Andujar. Looks like we're still waiting on Bonifacio and Mize. They're just biding their time, guys. Biding their time. We got 1.4 million. I wonder if that's because like they're not signing because we can't afford them. No, okay, we can. Definitely, we can afford them. So if we ended up doing this contract offer right now, it'd get us to 108. Casey Mize, 107. I'm interested in offering them that arbitration. We'll see what their arbitration hearing date is. Maybe it's here. Let's see. Nope. Let's see when the arbitration hearing is. Wasn't it like in February or something? Like, hold on a second. I'm sorry. That's the Rule 5 draft. It's got to be one of these dates, right? Why did I click that? View date significance. No, that's maybe we're waiting on when their hearing is going to be. Okay, so salary arbitration after the 23rd. So their hearing is probably going to be here or in sometime in December, I think. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. Let's keep on simming, guys. Let's keep simming. See what's going to happen here. So 40-man rosters must be set by tomorrow. Reyes Maranta is going to go to the Indians, and we have selected our 40-man roster, so we're good. That would be 20. We're actually up to 43 on our 40-man, so that should not have happened. I wonder if that was... nope, that was a manual move. We got 43 players on our 40-man roster. Like, what is that? Like, we got to get Bo Burrows off of here, I think. Since we're releasing him anyway, that solves that. Ronny Garcia, Kyle Funkhauser, 29-year-old player. I think we can let go of Funkhauser. I'm not... That's fine. I'm good with that. Ryan Mountcastle, player that I was high on a long time ago. He never really panned out too much. He's serving as like our backup, like AAA first baseman. Like we could call up one of these guys. I don't know. Mountcastle might be a good player to keep on to the team here, but we've got 41 players on our 40-man, and there's not really anything else I can think to cut here, guys. Really, there's not. Maybe Grayson Griner, because we're not re-signing him, right? So that would be a good option there. So there you go. We're back to 40. So we've got our guys. We're good. The kid is here, and Cougs 46. You guys are hanging out here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Get a big player in free agency. I got Soto and Alonso went 162. Went 162. That's crazy. I feel like we did a good job in our free agency. So now that we had Miguel Cabrera come off the books, I feel like we did good here. Right? We got Chris Sale. We bolstered the starting pitching staff, added another left-handed arm, and then we ended up getting another bullpen player here, Kenyon Middleton. There he is in all his glory. So we've extended that bullpen out a little bit. We're going to be putting Balazovic in the bullpen. We're going to put Castillo in the bullpen, possibly Josiah Gray and Faedo. I think that's going to be a solid bullpen. Plus, obviously, you've got Ray Del Villar if he signs, and then you got Joe Jimenez. So I feel like we're doing well here. The one thing that I wanted to explore is possibly trading Tommy Edman away. And this is something that's going to hurt me. It's going to hurt me, man. I love Tommy Edman, but I feel like it's time to move on. Because if you look at that OBP, you look at the type of player that he is. Like, the hot zones are nice. But when we look at, he's going to get you double digits in home runs. He draw you a few walks. He's just a nice player, right? He's a nice player. But is he worth $8.5 million? Probably not, right? Probably not. And he's actually seeing a little bit of regression going on right now. So he's a switch hitter. He can play outfield a little bit too. And it's just like, it's really hard for me to say that I want to get rid of him. But it's like, we got some good players here like Pena. Pena could move to second base. You could get Paredes there at shortstop. However you want to figure that out, like, we've got middle infielders that could take Tommy Edman's place, but it's got to be the right trade. It's got to be the right deal in order to make it happen. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's keep on simming, guys. We got Corey Seager going to the Indians. So the Indians have had enough, and Tampa Bay's got Grayson Griner, so that's nice. But yes, today's the last day to offer salary arbitration. Yes. No, I would not like to stop simulating because we are good there. We've offered our arbitration. We're just waiting on the date for arbitration, and we should be okay. So we're pretty solid there, guys. I mean, tender contracts went well. Arbitration, we're still waiting on again. And free agency, I think that we're doing all right. We're doing okay. I think we might be able to start exploring some trade options. Maybe not, because you can see. I like to wait when these guys are all signed up. Like, they've still got John Means still not signed. And there's some pretty good players, some pretty decent players here, depth guys that are not signed with the Orioles. Red Sox look like they're missing some nice little trade pieces as well. So I like to wait until all of that's figured out, because then you really get more bang for your buck when you start offering trades in the offseason. So let's I just want to see something real quick. Like, what happens if we ended up like looking at shortstop? Is there any shortstops available? So we got Polanco here. It would be a nice player. What would he do to our cash flow? Okay, he'd knock it down quite a bit. He wants to be a star. Everybody wants to be a star. Yeah, there's nothing else. There's nothing else there. I saw Gio Urshela, Eduardo Escobar. Old Eduardo Escobar. Gio Urshela at 32 years old. What would he do? What would he do to our cash flow there? Only gets down to 104. It'd be a good offensive piece. We can wait on it. We're good. We're all right. Matt Chapman going to the Dodgers. Wow, so he stays out in California. Interesting. All right, so we are through November. We are through November. And we had a couple signings there. Mondesi going to the Giants, and the Royals getting Bradley Zimmer. That's interesting. All right. I think we're good, guys. I think we're set. So, whoa, he signed a 7-year deal? Holy crap, guys. $217 million contract. That is insane. But, all right. Our team's looking good. I don't think that there's anything, like, crazy that I want to do, other than possibly looking at, like, just maybe a couple trade options. If there's anything you guys think that we need to do, I mean, the team's pretty stacked as it is. We could try to get JD Martinez back. Kidding, by the way. We've already done that. We've already did that. Will Smith is out there. Is an 82. We could possibly add another relief pitcher, but I mean, guys, look at this. 75s, mid 70s. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I think we're good. I think we're pretty solid at where we're at. I'm not looking to do anything crazy. So let's just keep on simulating here. So nope. All those guys can be free agents. We've done our part here. Cubs, they get Jorge Polanco, so he looks pretty good in that Cubbies pinstripes, right? Still some guys out there in free agency. Some good players. Got Springer, Urshela still out there as well. We can look at some trade talks, maybe a little bit. See if there's anybody else that that had signed contracts still. So more teams are filling out. So maybe we can kind of feel out some offers here for Tommy Edman. I'm interested to see what teams are going to throw out for Tommy Edman. We can actually, by trading and moving on from him, we can get that cash flow up there. So it kind of allows us to get an even bigger move. The Orioles, Red Sox, Rays. It seems like a lot of teams are interested in Tommy Edman. Touki Toussaint. Carl Edwards Jr. would be a nice piece to add. He's an 83. That would help our bullpen out for sure. Marco Gonzalez, the lefty. Lefty in 84. That's actually a decent trade right there. Tommy Edman for Jacob Zanin and Marco Gonzalez, the Mariners, helping us out there. Tony Kempson, 81. That's actually an interesting offer. Again, I'm not too keen on looking at trades within division. Blue Jays, I'm not feeling that one. Gregory Polanco. That's actually a pretty darn good trade. So Tommy Edman's really valuable, apparently, to a lot of these guys. So Matt Strahm, Anthony Banda. 85 relief pitcher, Matt Strahm. He's got some pretty nasty stuff, too. Wow. Look at this offer right here. You get a solid relief pitcher in Trevor Hildenberger, and then you get Starlin Castro to play second base for you. He'd be our starting second baseman right there. As an 85. Yeah, he's 34. But that's not the worst trade in the world, guys. Emilio Pagan at 87. Now, I do realize that some of these actually go down when you actually do trade for the player. Like sometimes the overalls actually go down because they don't fit with your team or something. You know, they don't like what your team's doing. Not really interested in that Pirates trade. Scope. We could get Jonathan Scope back. That's funny. Kike Hernandez, Roman Quinn, and David Parkinson. It's a solid offer. Like, I appreciate the Phillies there, but it's just not. It doesn't really fit with what we're trying to do. We got a ton of outfielders right now. We just don't need them. Yeah, I feel like, what do you guys think? There's about 9 people watching here. What do you guys think? I feel like the best offer to come across the board here was this one. Like Marco Gonzalez, Jacob Zanin was pretty good. Gets that cash flow up to 1.4. But, you know, then again, that trade with Boston looked pretty good as well. Hildenberger and Castro. Like that's pretty solid. Like let's take a look at Starlin Castro right here. So 270, 339, 260, 332. He's always had a pretty decent OBP, right? 334, 332. I mean, he's a pretty solid player in simulation. Like look at the number of RBIs too. 80, 87. Offers a little bit more power than Tommy Edman. What's up, J-Rock? How many errors? 2 errors. Made 12 in 2022. He makes double digits in errors. Something that, well, then again, he's probably playing shortstop here. I know that he moved to second base, but yeah, Starlin Castro has always been a good hitter. So something that we might want to consider here. Plus, we don't have to play him every day. You know, we don't have to do that. He could easily be a guy that we put in only against lefties. But you got 28-year-old Tommy Edman. And is this the season where he breaks out? He's 28 years old. He's only been playing in the majors for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's 5 seasons. You know, he's hit double digits home runs in 4 of his 5. Right? So is he on the verge? That OBP, I don't like that OBP though, guys. That's the big thing. Errors-wise, he's a pretty darn good defender. He can hit lefties and righties. It's a tough call, man. It's a very, very tough call. Plus, we're getting Trevor Hildenberger, too. He's still got a year left on contract. Castro, this is his last season. Edman is under control as well. I'm going to say let's give him one more year. There's just nothing out there that I like. If he starts struggling, if things just go absolutely haywire, then we'll trade him at the deadline or something. But maybe even we start thinking about like if we could trade away Jorge Bonifacio. We could do that too. Like once he signs arbitration, like we could move on from him. Or what we could even do, if you consider this as well, is moving on from, where is he? Brent Rooker. He's 29. He's 29, so he's already on the verge of hitting that 30-year-old mark. He's only played 2 seasons in the majors. You know, is this season a flash in the pan type of thing? Do we want to capitalize on trading away Brent Rooker? I know that there's going to be people out there that are like, dude, no, Goldie, what are you doing? It's Brent Rooker. He's good. He's an 86. But, guys, we have a ton of freaking outfielders. We have a ton of outfielders. It would be the one way to make sure that Riley Green gets some playing time. So, Bonifacio could go. Rooker could go. Let's see what some offers are for Brent Rooker. Let's just have some fun with it, right? Let's just see. Let's just see. I'm not going to promise I'm not going to pull the trigger here, but let's just see what happens. The one thing I like Rooker for is that he's got a really nice contract. You can see the total salary there at 96. Yeah. Pretty darn good contract situation for Brent Rooker. We're probably not going to get as good an offer as we did with Tommy Edman. Even though he's an 86. Louis Perdomo is an 84. Like, that's solid. That's a really nice trade. But we're getting a lot of prospects. Like, we're getting a lot of, like, B potential guys. I'm looking for MLB ready players. Let's do that. Let's change this up and say we want only MLB ready versus all. Let's see what they're going to offer us here. And the bullpen guys that I'm looking at acquiring would probably be a guy like an 80 plus, right? We want to get what Brent Rooker is worth to us. I'm not looking at these mid 70s type of guys. It's just not interesting to me. I don't think that does us any good. And it looks like that's kind of what teams are valuing Brent Rooker right now. I haven't seen an offer that stands out to me yet. A lot of mid 70s. Luke Jackson at 32. That's not a bad trade. That one right there. Drew Robinson, Luke Jackson, but I don't know. I'm not seeing much, guys. I'm not seeing much. Anyway, it was just fun. Oh, Brad Hand is good, 34 at 85, but you know he's gonna fall off for sure. Yep. Well, looks like Brent Rooker's staying. There's just nothing there. I'm kind of looking, like I said, I'm kind of looking for guys that are. We've already got some 79s here. We've got Belazovic as a 77. I'm looking for bullpen guys that are like in the 80 plus, right? I want kind of a shutdown bullpen, and you know, capitalizing on some of our positional players and some of those assets. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. So maybe it's just positional depth. Maybe that there's not a lot of 80 plus relief pitchers that are out there that are available. So it is what it is. All right, so no moves as far as trades go. I know, boring, right? Boring. Phillies sign Gio Urshela. So we got Urshela and Polanco going off the board here. We're still waiting on those arbitration dates. Still waiting. Still waiting. Nothing really in free agency here that I'm interested in, guys. Again, like we're looking for 80-plus relief pitchers. Nothing really that pops out to me. Now, sometimes there are guys that pop in here that I've noticed. Sometimes as you go forward, players that weren't in here before, they do pop in. So we want to be checking this on a daily basis just to kind of see if there's anybody else that that falls in that wasn't in there before. Sometimes even like guys in their prime, like 22, 25, that have solid potentials. I was going to be looking at that. Bring back Boyd, Corey Karhoff. Bring him back. Bring him back. Oh, my God. Bring back Boyd to be a lefty. Look at all these teams offering. So he's more interested in Oakland than LA. LA's offering him more money. It's funny. All right, so winter meetings. Nothing happened, it looked like. Nothing happens at the winter meetings. Like, come on. No trades? No trades at the winter meetings? Come on, MLB The Show. You got to do better than that. All right, so our 40-man roster now is down to 39. Maybe there was a player that was on like a tender contract thing and we just didn't, we weren't able to nab him. So I just want to see. I like going into the Rule 5 just to see who is out here, but and who's going to be picked. And whoa, Hunter Green. Hunter Green going to Seattle? Nothing else catching my eye here. Jose Martinez going to San Fran. Are there any relievers that we could... No. Interesting. All right. Well, dang, dude. The thing about Rule 5 is, like, once you get them on their roster, once they're on your roster, you got to keep them. You got to hang on to them. They got to be up there for the entire MLB season. So I like to be able to have movement. If I'm rebuilding, this is a move that I would make. You know, I'd probably go after one of these guys, but we're not rebuilding. Like, we're ready. We're ready. We're ready right now. But there's always some pretty solid players, guys, in the Rule 5 that you can go out and find. Actually, a lot better players in this season than there has been in the past. So I think we'll just exit Rule 5. Just nothing really popped in for me. But so we're still stuck at 1.4. Hey, Palka. Trace, if you're still here, who's your favorite baseball player? You talking like right now or of all time? Who's your favorite player? I'm asking you who your favorite player is now. We're going to simulate a week, see if there's anything happening here. Where can I find like the arbitration dates? The deadline's February 11th, so maybe it's got to be after February 11th, I would assume. we haven't disclosed when those dates are. I'm comfortable with this. I think that, again, we're We did all right with free agency. Not a lot is happening right now. Starling Marte is still out there. George Springer is still out there. So, like, I'm okay with how this has all turned out. There's really nothing else that I can think of that we really need to do or go after in this free agency period. So, I kind of want to just sim to arbitration hearings. So, yeah, Casey Mize and Bonifacio for this date. They sided with us for $6 million, and they sided with Mize for 4.6. So we did get them back. That's cool. Now I kind of want to see what our cash flow is now. It's still 1.43. So, question for you guys out there now. Here's our roster. Clevenger, Sale, Fulmer, Skubal, Mize, Castillo. Balazovic is at the MLB level. Josiah Gray, I feel like, needs to be up at the MLB level. Faedo at the MLB level. Those guys will move to bullpen, right? You've got Middleton. You've got Jimenez. You got Del Villar. It's a pretty solid bullpen at that point. Positionally, Rogers, Trump, Candelario, Edman, Paredes, Dahlbeck, Pena, Teoscar, Rucker, Reynolds, Ray, Betts, and Bonifacio. I don't know how you can do a little bit better than that, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know how you do better than that for where we're at. We've spent just enough money where we've still got some room left and some wiggle room there. $1.43 million in the positive. So I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys are thinking here. So what do you think we need to do? Look at this stacked lineup, guys. 80s all the way across the board. High 70s on the bench. Like we're solid, man. We're solid. We're good. Betts in the 3, Teoscar, cleanup hitter, Bonifacio, Rucker. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we're going to be a pretty darn good team. Again, if there's any moves out there that you guys want me to consider, lay it on me right now. Because if not, we're going to just go ahead and finish this video up, and we're going to simulate the preseason and see how these guys did. Just checking to see if there's anybody out here that's like 25 years old. Yeah, so we got one guy, Sean Juarez, 72 at C. Get Jason Giambi. Oh, God. That would be something, wouldn't it? Hopefully Ardmore loses tomorrow. They're not going to. They're not going to. We don't lose. We don't lose. Karhoff, you know that. We don't lose anymore. We just don't. We're too good, man. We're too good. We're too good. Can't beat us. Join us. If you can't beat us, join us. All right. Well, that looks like that's going to do it then. I don't see that there's anything in free agency that we're even interested in. I mean, maybe, guys, maybe Corey Kluber, maybe. How much does he want? $5.3 million. It's all right. That's probably the going rate for a guy like Corey Kluber, but I don't know. Everybody's like 30 plus years old. We're picking at the bottom of the barrel here. Yep, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and call up. We got to get to 26 men anyway, so let's go ahead and move up Josiah Gray, and Faedo. So now we're at our 25. We currently have 28. We still have 39 guys on the 40-man, so that's got to get fixed up. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Who do you want to call? Who do you want to call up? Who do you want to put on the 40-man roster? Who do you think? Our first base is fine. Catching is fine. Closing pitching is fine on the 40. What do you guys think? Maybe Gerson Moreno? Yeah? I think it's got to be Gerson Moreno or Roel Ramirez, like, honestly. You got to give yourself more bullets in the chamber, right? Carlos Santos, like, look at that power. Look at that prodigious power. Might be able to save him, though, in case we do have something happen where, you know, we lose a player or something, or we decide to cut somebody, so we could call him up to put him on the 40-man roster. Like, we could do that. And you know what's so stupid is all of this is not going to matter anyway, because when the CPU decides to call people up for spring training, it's going to hurt your major league call-up number. So there's going to be people that are, ugh, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. So just watch out for that, because that's bound to happen. All right, so we're good. We're good here. Let's get to spring training here. Let's take a look at the roster right now. We're currently at 39 of 40 active. Again, this is what's going to suck. It's really going to suck, because now that you've got guys with 0 options that you're not going to be able to move down. Like, let's see, 0 option players that could move down, like Ullman. Ullman's up at the MLB level right now. He's got 0 options. He's probably going to just, based on the CPU, he's probably going to stay, which sucks. You've got Chang here that probably going to get called down that can't. He's going to have to go through waivers. And guys that do have options left to be used, they'll move them down instead, like a guy like Chadwick Tromp, if they deem him replaceable for Chang, they'll do it, which sucks. But all right, let's take a look at the lineups, and we'll figure that out later. But we've got obviously our starting 9 here, but end up getting the call up for spring training. We got a lot of lefties here. We got Nick Ames, he's batting. Okay, cool. He's going to be getting some love here. Riley Green, gotta love that. Harold Castro up, Mountcastle's up here. Herrera, nice to see Herrera up. Daz Cameron. Garrett McMillan. We can finally see some Garrett McMillan action, guys. Brennan Davis. Jose Garcia. I'm actually thinking about maybe just letting the CPU play and just kind of just hanging out with you guys a little bit here with at least one game. What do you guys think? You guys like that on a Friday night? I could totally set this lineup to be something that it's not the starters. It could totally be the bench guys. And we can just hang out. We're playing against the Phillies. Because I kind of want to see these guys in action. I feel like you guys might too. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and construct a lineup here, and let's give all the starters a break here. Let's go Tromp at catcher. We'll have Pena at shortstop. Put Green out in left. Put Ames at first. No. We're going to put McMillan at DH, I think, right? Because he's not... Oh, he could play first. He'll be fine at first. Ames will play. Ames will be our DH. We'll put Paredes at third. We'll get Jose Garcia at second. And then we can get Brennan Davis into some action here. We could put him out in center field. Is he faster? Is he actually faster than Riley? 62, 67, so not that much faster. Maybe Corey Ray gets in, 72 speed. We could do that. Yeah, let's get Corey Ray in the lineup here. Let's go center field, and then right field we'll do Brennan Davis. Brennan Davis, where are you at here? So let's see. We've got a pretty nice lineup. Okay, cool. So Ray, Paredes, Riley Green, Ames, Davis, McMillan, Garcia, Pena, Trump. Not the most powerful at all, but let's refix this here. Let's fix this up. So we'll have Corey Ray be our number 3 guy. We'll have Green be our number 2. Actually, let's put Green down like 5. McMillan will be the 4. Ames can be 6. Garcia can be 2. Pena should lead off. Paredes, 55 power, 58 contact. Yeah, he could get down. We can put Brennan Davis at the 9. Trump, 8. Actually put Paredes down. Okay, all right, cool. Good lineup. I think that's okay. Right-handed pitcher against DH. We are the home team in this matchup here, and we'll be all right. So let's go. Who do you guys want to see as far as pitching goes? Who do you want to see get the start here? Do you want to see David Castillo get the start? Remember, he was one of our younger guys that we drafted. Do you want to see Josiah Gray? Yeah, that we traded for from the LA Dodgers. I want to see Alex Faedo. He's an option too. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think here. I'm really not interested in seeing any of these guys start. We've already seen these players, right? We've seen Chris Sale, we've seen Scooble, we've seen Mines. I'm looking at more of like this is like a prospect showcase to try to actually see these guys in action. And while you guys are kind of deciding that, I'm going to actually go ahead and fix up Castillo's number. He's number 4 right now. Like, that's not cool. So your options here will be Castillo, Gray, or Faedo. So we'll stick with that. So let's go ahead and then Josiah Gray 84. So we gotta fix that up. That's so stupid. Let's go to Castillo. Change up his number here. Like 33. 33. And we've got Josiah Gray. Gray can. How about this? How about Gray can be 48? Preferred number is 83. How about 48 or 38? We'll flip it. 38. Anybody else whose numbers are all whacked out? Keep doing that. Sorry. Keep doing that. Jeremy Pena, 89. Pena's 89. Got to fix that. How about Garcia, 83? Those guys are fine, right? I mean, it's just our starters. Our starters' numbers are like terrible. Guys that are gonna make the big club. Trump, 82. Like, he's already made the club. So we'll fix Trump and Garcia. So we've got a vote for Josiah and then a vote for Faedo. So maybe they'll split duties. Maybe they'll split duties today. Oops, he's 26. For number, we'll put like 5. Noma. All right, cool. We are good. We're good. Yeah, I know, Corey. That's what I'm saying, my brother. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm only changing guys that I know is going to make the big club. So, Pena is definitely a starter. He's got to wear a good number. He wore 89 last season. I didn't like that. You had Castillo wear number 4. Like, that's not a pitcher's number. Gray's going to make it. He's in the bullpen. Faedo's going to make it. He's wearing 76, so we got to change that. But yeah, you're right. So those guys do... Guys that don't make it, those guys wear, like, the 80s. And I swear to God, if Faedo's actual number is 31, I will flip out. Okay, let's go into play this game here. Tigers do not have valid 4 lineups. Well, screw you. Screw you. What's valid? What's not valid about our lineup? Oh. Okay, we're good. We're done. All right, let's get into some spring training action, guys. Did you determine who you wanted? It's Castillo, Gray, and Faedo. I think you guys wanted Gray and Faedo, so we'll put we'll get Gray in to start. Faedo's a little bit better. Maybe not. It's pretty close, actually. Very close. Let's give Faedo the call. Let's give Faedo the call, guys. Let's see how he does here. All right. Cool. First things first, though. Actually, let's back out. I want to get load sliders. That's May. Adjust sliders. These are what is his name, guys? Dang it. Mike Lowe. Mike Lowe sliders for Legend difficulty. Like, and you can see how difficult Legend pitching is because the CPU timing is all the way down, and you've got the CPU still hitting balls out of the ballpark. So you got CPU power, default, contact a little less than default. Solid hits will do up a little bit because this is going to be CPU versus CPU. Gameplay, and we want it to be pretty solid, right? Okay, let's get right into it and have some fun. Have some fun. See how Faedo's going to pitch. See how some of our young guys are going to do. This will be cool. This will be interesting.
And now, your 2024 Detroit Tigers.
Let's cut through all the crap here and see how we got the roster all made up. We got Faedo on the mound here. Michael Brantley stepping up to the plate. Oh, they still got us pitching. Oh, my bad. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. There we go. Cool. Now we're good. First pitch, 106. Alex Faedo has not performed at the level that we thought he was going to when we took over this Tigers team in this season of MLB The Show, MLB 20. He just did not take control of his chances. He's been kind of hovering with that high 69, high 60s rating, low 70s rating. I thought he was going to be a little bit better than he has been. But we see a fly ball out here to Brennan Davis in right field. Makes the catch for the first out of the Tigers opening spring training game. So Faedo getting the job done here against a good Major League hitter in Michael Brantley. Jose Peraza steps in, and former Cincinnati Red, a good hitter. Good little number 2 type of player, a little pesky hitter. See him try to take the ball the other way on Faedo there at a fastball, but it will go foul. 1-1 count. Nope. Almost got him to chase a little changeup, but Peraza will not bite. It's one of Faedo's good pitches is his changeup. He can change speeds with the best of them. You guys see that pitch there. It looked like a little bit of a slider. Some type of breaking ball that's going to get Peraza out in front. Maybe he can catch him off guard here. He's going to try to fire a fastball in. High and away, just did not fool Peraza. We'll see what the 2-2 is. And we've got a fastball low, and it's going to go straight to Garrett McMillan, who makes the play look easy at first base. The Miguel Cabrera replacement. We drafted him in our very first season ever in this franchise, and he was drafted to do just that, to be the next Miguel Cabrera. Not difficult. Not difficult by any means, right? Big free agent signing for the Philadelphia Phillies here, Gio Urshela. Former New York Yankee. He's going to try to put the ball in the seats here on young player Alex Faedo. Does it often. Does it often. He hits a lot of home runs. But Faedo's actually got him down 0-2. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be strike 3. Fastball high and outside, and Faedo is looking pretty solid. Pretty solid. Nice inning, kiddo. University of Florida product. So he's feeling good out here down in Florida for spring training, down in Lakeland. Rewarding the Tigers' faith in him that he is going to be a good bullpen asset for this team as we try to get back to the playoffs and try to make a run. A little bit deeper of a run than we had last year. So here's Jeremy Pena leading us off here today. Up against Aaron Nola. I want to see Jeremy Pena be a little aggressive here. And as he takes the first pitch here for a strike, it's going to be a knuckle curve that just kind of dropped in. It's a good pitch. Not much you can do. Thinking fastball on the very first pitch of the game. Here's a ground ball. Tough play by shortstop, and it's going to be in time. Pena cannot hustle it out. As we get the first out of the inning. There's your Tigers starting lineup here, guys. Jeremy Pena, Jose Garcia, Corey Ray, Garrett McMillan, Riley Green, Nick Amos, Chadwick Tromp, Isaac Paredes, and Brennan Davis. So a very young group starting today. That was by design. We wanted to see what these guys are made of here because we don't get a lot of that. We don't get a lot of that in this little mini-series. See how these young guys are performing. We just see a lot of statistics. We don't see a lot of gameplay. So here's Jose Garcia, and he's going to lift a fly ball to center field. And Tigers being aggressive here so far. 4 pitches, 2 outs. Jose Garcia going to fly out here. Now here's Corey Ray, a solid pro. He's the one pro in the lineup here today. The one veteran pro. The oldest guy in the entire lineup, Corey Ray. But as with any spring training lineup, you definitely want to have those players sprinkled in. Kind of give your young guys a chance to watch, a chance to kind of pick his brain and be a part of the game action. 2-1 count, Nola to Ray. There's a high fastball. Must have just caught the upper part of the zone there, but it's going to be strike 2 anyway. 2-2 count. Corey Ray looking to do some damage. Tough fastball here, high and outside. Going to hit 94 on the gun. And Nola on 2-2 is going to swing and a miss. Corey Ray Going down on that changeup, so we still have a 0-0 game as we go to the top of the bottom, I should say. No, what am I doing? What? The top of the second. Rhys Hoskins against Faedo. This is dangerous. I don't really like this situation. Look at how menacing Rhys Hoskins is in this batter's box. Yeah, that's just disaster waiting to happen here. 1-2 count on Hoskins. Faedo delivers. Strike 3. Dang, Faedo's looking good. But now he's got to face the meat of this lineup. He's facing off against Bryce Harper.
Count 1-0.
What do you guys think about Faedo's performance here so far? I mean, it's a Phillies lineup that I don't think is too threatening towards the top, but right here is pretty tough. You got Harper, you got Hoskins. It's a very, very tough middle of the order. Especially with Urshela at number 3, too. You had Urshela, Hoskins, and now you got Harper, so it's tough. But 3-0 changeup, and Harper's swinging. Harper's swinging on 3-0. Spring training, I guess, right? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Swing for the fences. Faedo does come back here with 2 strikes back-to-back. It's going to bring it to 3-2. Full count on Harper. Can he win the battle? Yes, he can. Third strikeout for Faedo.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Alex.
Harper's looking back like, man, I had him 3-0. I had him 3-0 and he's going to strike me out? Yeah, dude, Faedo might be a really good piece for this bullpen. Nice middle relief option guy. It's going to be another strike. So Faedo is just pounding the strike zone here, guys. 0-2. Another change. Faedo's changeup has been nasty here down in Lakeland. His first start in action as we never seen him in this series. So far, he's looking good. Holding the Phillies hitless. And this is our first opportunity to take a look at former first-round draft pick, first baseman Garrett McMillan. Oh, McMillan's going to let the little fly ball. A little lazy fly ball. First pitch swinging. That's a little mildly disappointing. That's mildly disappointing. I was really hoping for him to do something, but we're going to take a look here at Riley Green. Again, Tigers being really aggressive so far. Pitch on the way here. And Riley Green, of all people, is going to try to bunt on for a base hit. And it's going to get to 1-1. 1-1 count. It's interesting. It's an interesting decision there, Mr. Riley Green. You've got all the power in the world, man. Like, don't bunt. Don't bunt. So that is a really good pitch. It's a really good pitch by Nola. He knew that the young guy was going to chase for that, and he's going to chase it again, but luckily for Green, he fouls it off. It's only a matter of time before you wear down against the veteran, Aaron Nola. Riley Green, 2-2. Going to just miss. J-Rock says, I wish it could be a relief pitcher in my career. That would be pretty interesting to do that. That would be pretty fun. Because you never know when you're going to get in, so you better be ready. You better be prepared for when you finally do get into game action. All right, so cool. Riley Green is the first base runner for the Tigers here in the bottom of the second. Well, he draws a walk. And now we got the DH, Nick Ames. Looking to do some damage here because we need Run. I want to see some production. Finds themselves quickly down 0-2. Nola's fastball is starting to heat up. It was hitting about 93, 94. Now it's up to a 96. And now we've got a ground ball to second base. Peraza out to shortstop. And Hoskins is going to hold on to it for the double play. Nick Ames hit it hard. But to no avail. Fido heading back out there at 26 pitches. Here's a pop-up, straight back. Looks like McMillan's going to call this off. He's got it. For the first out in the top of the third. We probably got to start thinking about, even though that Fido's been pitching well, I'm thinking maybe he only goes 4 innings. This is the very first start for him in spring training. I think he's only going to go 4. And then we'll get Josiah Gray some action, which then, you know, it's probably going to blow up. Tigers will probably lose because Gray isn't ready. As much as I think he's ready, I can totally figure out how this is going to turn out. It's crazy. Here's ground ball to McMillan, and he's 2 for 2 on the inning so far. Two down. 2 putouts by Garrett McMillan. Scott Kingery. 2015, second round pick in 2015. I want to see what his stats were last season. I thought he had a pretty decent season last year, but he's going to swing and a miss here, and Fido is still firing and still looking good doing it. 1-1 count. Fido, strike 2. Another changeup. That changeup has been just absolutely been deadly for Fido tonight. Got to think about throwing it again. He's going to throw like what looks like to be a slider that's just going to miss. 2-2 count. Another slider. Change, actually. Change up. Registered as a change. 3-2 count. Kingery, fastball. Going to foul it to the right side. Kingery is a pretty solid player. I thought about potentially trading for him to be a Tiger in this franchise, but just didn't end up working out. He just wasn't putting up good numbers in simulation, so I didn't consider it, but I like Scott Kingery. I think he's got a lot of years left to make a name for himself in the pros. But Fido's still looking good, guys. Through 3, he has held the Phillies hitless and therefore scoreless, and he's got maybe 4 or 5 strikeouts right now. It's just been nuts.
Count 1-0.
Chadwick Tromp. Pretty solid hitting catcher is going to step in. He's got a 1-1 count here. Low scoring game here so far in spring training. Normally you're not seeing the pitchers dominate in spring training. You're seeing some balls hit out of the ballpark. But yet again, another little weak little shot by a Tigers hitter. And nothing doing. Ball has not left the infield other than the first fly ball that was hit as leadoff batter for the Phillies in the top of the first inning. Ball has not left the infield. Here's a shot. That could go. Tromp sending it all the way to the wall. That ball is gone. Chadwick Tromp. A solo shot. No, excuse me. Tromp was the guy that had the little fly ball to second. So Isaac Paredes. Whoa. Isaac Paredes. We knew that he had that kind of power. Look at this. Isaac Paredes. Boosh. Look at that. So did the wind carry it? That's going to be the question for me. Where's the wind at? Can we see the wind? Is there any wind at all? Maybe not. I don't see it up on the screen. So maybe there's no wind. He just hit it out himself. No help at all. Nope. No wind. No weather to worry about here down in Florida today. So it's crazy. So awesome job by Paredes. Tying that thing up, and we were just talking about how the ball hasn't left the infield. And then out it goes. So 1-0 Tigers with the B squad. Like, guys, we're coming out here against these Phillies with the B squad. Right? We are not playing our regular starting lineup. Fido's been pitching well. He's got probably one more inning in him. Probably going to get to the top of the fourth, and that'll do it. So we might want to warm up Josiah Gray. We could actually go into quick manage, put Gray in, and then back out and do CPU versus CPU. That's probably better. It's probably a better call. We'll see how it plays out. It's a ground ball to second base. Peraza is going to flip it out to first, and that is the second time that Hoskins has had to make that play. So, hey, Paredes can't get any credit. So not only did I screw it up, but 2K, MLB The Show screwed it up, and they thought that was Jeremy Pena. Jeremy Pena just made the out. Whoa, Clevenger. Okay, so the CPU made the decision for us. So we'll give Clev 1 inning. We'll give him 1 inning. But I like that the game knew to take the starter out after 3. I love that. That's why MLB The Show is so much better than Madden. Because Madden doesn't even think about that stuff. They just don't. EA doesn't think about that stuff. Because you have people there that don't love the sport that they're creating a game for.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count on Michael Brantley. Mr. Derp. Yeah, Madden is trash. It is trash. It's total trash. Here's a ground ball. Pena makes the smooth play over to first. That's a nice play, baby. It's one of my favorite things in baseball to watch. Shortstops making smooth plays, man. Love it. If there's one thing I can totally appreciate in baseball, it's good fielding. It's good fielding mechanics. Love it. Outfielders diving for baseballs, robbing home runs. Just plays in the field are like super highlight ready for me. I love it. I love it. Home runs. Once you've seen one home run, you've seen them all. So Clevenger gives up the first base hit to a Phillies hitter tonight. And I would be totally lying to you if I thought that we were going to get out of this unscathed. I feel like this isn't going to go well. I feel like this Clevenger thing is not going to go well here. We could get a little pop-up here in the infield. That's going to be Pena. Pena's going to make this catch. I know he is. He's just too good. He's just too good at fielding to drop that thing. So, good play. Good play. 2 down. We got 2, but we're not out of the woodwork yet here. We've got Rhys Hoskins coming up, looking to do damage. Yep. 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 Called it. Called it. Good job, Clev. Good job, man. We'll give him Harper, and this is it. If he doesn't get out of this, we're pulling him.
Harper.
Try to get him 0-2. One more strike, dude. One more strike. That's all we need, baby. Come on. There we go. All right. So you got to have faith sometimes. You got to have faith in your pitchers. Know when to pull them. Know when to not. You can't pull the guy. What kind of manager would I be if I ended up pulling Clevenger after that home run? In a spring training game, no less. What kind of message does that send, you know? It says, oh man, he doesn't even have faith in me to get one more out in a spring training game, a game that doesn't truly matter. Right? Gotta have a little faith. Now it sucked that we called it. We called it. We're like, this is not gonna end well. He's gonna give up a home run. We know it. But we'll come back. We'll come back. That's gonna be a little flare job right in front of Harper, and we've got a base hit. Base hits. That's Jose Garcia. All right, cool. So Jose Garcia is on first base. Base knock. And we got the pro Corey Ray coming up to face off against Spencer Howard. This game's moving along pretty quick, though, guys. We're already into the bottom of the fourth. Middle innings here coming up. Ground ball. It's going to roll foul. He doesn't have a hit yet. He's got a 0 batting average. He's third on the Tigers with a 0 batting average. God. All right, 2-1 count. Corey Ray. What do you got? I think it's going to be a fastball here. No, I gave it to him, but he challenged him. High and in. 2-2 count. You got to think something breaking. Something's going to break. No. Try to get you to chase. Full count. Nobody down. Ray. It's going to lift a fly ball. That's deep to left. It's going to fall right over Brantley's head for a single. A long single. And honestly, with nobody down, I mean, I get why Garcia is not on third base right now. You have to hold. You got to hold off a little bit. You don't know if that ball is going to get caught. But we have Garrett McMillan coming up in a pretty clutch spot here for Detroit. He can prove to everybody right here, right now, why we took him in the first round. Oh, there's a shot. Oh, shoot. Nope, it's going to still be... Dang. That looked harder than it was. All right, Riley Green batting number 5. We can rely on him, right? There's a ground ball. Nope, it's going to be a double play ball if it gets off, and it will be. So Tigers make a little bit of noise here in the bottom of the fourth, but... could not bring the run across. So we're actually going to see, look at this. We got Josiah Gray here in the bullpen, so the CPU knows what it's doing, right? We've got David Castillo out here. We've got a fastball hitting 95 against Alex Bohm. Bohm, I forget. I've been out of baseball for too long, but David Castillo, like, look at that fastball hitting 97. Looks like Trump is calling for the 4. I'm not sure what the 4 is. 0-2. Fastball hitting 95 again. Look at that late movement, too. I would, if I'm Castillo, I'm busting him in right here. I'm busting him in on a fastball. Nope, he's going to go. Wow, that's just devastating. Absolutely devastating. Can we get a replay here? Oh, I mean, what do you do? The guy's got 95, 97, and it's with tons of movement, and then he drops the hammer on you like that. Like, oh my God. I think David Castillo is going to be a nice addition to this bullpen this season. All right, JT Realmuto. So it looks like maybe 4 is the sinker. Yep, again, like that looked like a sinker again. Nope, four seam fastball. Mr. Derp. Hi, this is Ken Griffey Jr. Let's play Major League Baseball. Dude, I missed the 90s too, man. It was the greatest video gaming era of all time. Nobody at me on that. Nobody at me. Don't tell me I'm wrong. You had freaking Zelda, had Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, like a lot of great games, man. You got Kirby, Turtles in Time, you had Super Nintendo games. I mean, dude, gaming in the 90s was awesome. You had N64. Dude, the thing with 90s kids, like when you were growing up through the 90s where you could actually play video games, the games that were out there that were available. I mean, for God's sakes, Madden 2004 was probably the greatest Madden to even exist. Madden 04. Madden 2002 was even good too. But yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, man, that was awesome. I loved Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. I love the organ music that they had. Dun 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 dun. Call me, Junior. All right, ground ball to Castillo. He's gonna make the play for the third out. He just fired a fastball right back to McMillan for the play. Now we get to face off against Gratterall. Brusdar Gratterall. I think we can do some damage on Brusdar Gratterall. What do you think? I think we can do it. But again, this is the Tigers B lineup. The 1B. Ames just swinging a miss. You had Griffey music in your Reds. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Come on, Ames. Find it, baby. A 99 sinker. Like, what do you do with that? You can't swing where it is. You got to swing where you think it's gonna be. That's what's really tough. What's tough about hitting when you get to that level. But no! Urshela with the amazing play on the line. That's why they went out and they got him. Give him the big contract. Wow. What a play. Tromp is going to send this one. Ground ball to Peraza, who makes the play. This has been the inning of web gems for the Phillies. Look at this play. Wow. So Peraza and Urshela with some really, really nice defensive plays there. Wow, so that's going to be a strike apparently. Okay, so Isaac Paredes, let's go, man. Let's hit another bomb. Let's tie this baby up. It's currently 0-2. Are we going to give him that 99 sinker again? Nope, fastball. Calling for it high. 99 fastball too, man. This is a tough pitcher to hit. Ooh. Might need to take that one. Might need to take it. Ooh, Isak. Isak's impressing me here. He's patient. Very, very patient. What the hell? Did you read his lips? What the hell? Alright, so Gratterall smiles as he walks off. And then we got Balazovic, who I'm not interested in seeing here. We're just going to go ahead and take care of that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to just take care of that. We're going to go on a quick manage. That way that they're already ready. Where's the bullpen? Oh, you can't do it, can you? Yeah, you can't do it. 3 batter minimum rule. The stupidest thing ever, dude. God dang it. So we'll do it. We'll do it after this inning. God, that's frustrating. 3 batter minimum. Let's change the game for no reason.
1-1.
So Belazovic's thing is he's going to be a little softer. A little softer than guys we've seen. Clevenger. Castillo. Nice play out there. It's by Brennan Davis. Corey Ray is underrated. He definitely is underrated. Kellen King. I would agree with you on that for sure. He's going to find a gig somewhere someday. He'll find a gig. And everybody will be like, where did he come from? It's like, well, had you been paying attention, you would have known he existed.
Nope. That's inside.
I never noticed that. I actually never noticed that. Oh, what kind of shoes you got on? Oh, I'm wearing my Uggs. Really? Down in Florida? Don't take those things off. Things will stank. Blazovic trying to battle back. We've got a base hit here, and Brennan Davis is going to be able to cut this thing off before it gets all the way to the wall. Only holding Brantley to a single. So Blazovic got to come through here. Praza up on... does he have a hit? Does he have a hit today? I thought... Let's see if... let's see what his batting average is. So, yep, he's 1 for 2. Had a hit today. Oh, he's going to swing at this. Wow, might have been a hit and run going on. Maybe. But 0-2. Strikeout or ground ball is what you need. Strike 3. Good pitch. Blazovic just slowing everybody down here. Now, here's the guy you got to worry about. He's already made a nice defensive play. He's looking for his first hit on the day. He's looking to do some damage. Man, I mean, look at this. He's going to send that changeup into the seats, but foul. Luckily, foul. Strike 2. Going to blow a fastball right by him. Hitting 94. All right, baby. One more. One more. Come on, Blaz. You can do it.
1 ball, 2 strikes, you count.
One and 2. Same pitch. He's not biting, man. He's not going to bite. Got to think about doing something else here. But Trump looks like he's going to call the 2. And call the slider again. 3rd time in a row. Slider. Same spot. He's not going to go after it. Give him something else. Anything. That's going to be a base knock. Base hit right in front of Corey Ray. Can't do anything about it. And now we got Rhys Hoskins coming to the plate. And I think what we're going to do now is we are just going to make the call. So, quick manage. We're going to do a pitching change, and we're going to go with Josiah Gray. So, Gray is going to pitch against Rhys Hoskins, and it could be disastrous. But I am okay with playing with fire here. I want to see Josiah Gray. Strike 1 down at the knees, and Chadwick Tromp loves it. We only need one more out here, Josiah. Come on, baby. You can do this. Nice. Going to foul it off. Way to be aggressive. He's got him 0-2. 0-2 count. Josiah. Fastball. Going to pound him in. And it will be foul. So this sets him up here for something off speed. Let's see. Looks like a changeup. It will be a changeup. Just the grip on the baseball. You can see it. He's going to call for that change. Looks like he's going to toss him a fastball here. Look at that grip. 0-2 count. Here comes the fastball. It's going to be outside, hitting 94. It's a good pitch. It's a good decision. I mean, you're up 0-2. Might as well just make him see one here. They're going to go fastball again. Fastball high and in. Just missed. It's like another fastball. Another fastball from Gray. And this one is a pop-up into foul territory, and Isak is in. Coaching territory there. Coaching box in foul territory. He makes the catch, and Gray gets us out of a jam. That's what I want to see from a bullpen guy. I want to see Josiah Gray come through in that kind of situation when we need a big out. We need a big out. Good to see. We might need to look at doing some pinch hitting at some point, because it looks like, I mean, the hitters always play the whole game. So, I mean, we've got number 9 here. We've got Brennan Davis. We've got Pena coming up. You can pinch hit Jose Garcia. You could pinch hit Dahlbeck for Garcia. I think that's something that we would consider. Dahlbeck for Garcia. And they can move Dahlbeck to third and then put Isak to second. But I want to see what Brendan Davis is made up of here. He's a little skinny. He's a little raw still. But he is in the lead. 2-1. That puts you in a little bit of a hole here, Brennan. It's a good take. It's a good take. Full count. Nice job. Nice job by Brennan Davis to draw another walk. So he's going to get on. And now we've got Jeremy Pena coming up. Tigers can do some damage here, hopefully. I mean, we've had runners on base. We've had runners in scoring position. Just have not been able to take care of business in our first spring training action. It's a good take right there. Slider's going to miss outside. Curveball, I should say. Curveball. It's another good pitch. Probably was looking for something a little lower in the zone, and it just didn't happen. Ooh, good check swing. Good check swing. We're not going to do anything with that. Count is even, 2-2. Foul back. Spoils it. Pena, base knock up the middle. And now sets up the situation for Bobby Dahlbeck. We're going to pinch hit.
Second baseman, Garcia.
We could rely on Jose Garcia here, but why? Garcia has 35 power and 59 contact. So I think the time is now to make this substitution and get a guy in here that's going to get a big knock, right? Like, we're not going to start it. We're not starting our starters. That's the big thing. Like, I definitely wanted to give some other guys a shot here, but we've got, like, let's see here. We got DJ Peters down here, 64 power, 64 contact. We could give Peters a shot, or we can go with Dahlbeck, 49 contact, 68 power against righties. 68-49 or 49-68 compared to 64-64, right? It's it is a tough call. Let's Harold Castro, 94 contact. Let's do it. Let's do Harold Castro because he plays second base too. So let's do Harold Castro. Give him a shot. Give him a chance. I know we were thinking Bobby Dahlbeck in this situation, but I don't know how you can't go wrong with a guy that's been down in AAA and up to the big leagues and then back down, and he's got a shot here to come through with that 94 contact. He's going to lift the fly ball, and that's not going to get the job done, guys. Oh, is it? It is! Shortstop lets it drop. That's Scott Kingery. Kingery lets it drop, and Harold Castro lucks into a base hit. Left fielder was absolutely coasting towards that ball. Oh my God. Oh my God. Corey Ray, you got to come through for us right here now, though. You had guys saying you were underrated, so let's show it. Let's prove it right now. I cannot believe that happened. Ray down 0-1, turns it to 1-1. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. Has a good feeling of how Medina is trying to pitch him, and he's going to take this one as well. He's not going to swing. So now we got Medina getting a little rattled. It feels like he's getting a little bit rattled here. 2-1 count. He's going to miss again. It's 3-1, and Real Muto is trying his best to say, calm down, baby. Calm down. You got to just throw the man a strike. Don't want to walk in the tying run, because now you got Garrett McMillan up next. Ray is going to take this one, and he walks in the tying run, and this would not have been possible without the base hit by Harold Castro. So good job, guys. Good job, Tigers. Getting this thing done there. Good job by Corey Ray to draw the walk. Now we've got, finally, a situation again. Finally, a situation again. We've got a situation for Garrett McMillan to finally come through, right? Is he going to do it, or is he going to go 0 for 3? I hope he does. I hope he comes through. We'll find out. Another ball. I mean, he looks confident, right? McMillan looks confident. He doesn't look like he's like out of his element here. 1-0 count. That's going to find the strike zone. That was a good pitch. Just nipped the outside corner here. Score is even, count is even. McMillan takes a pitch outside. Man, he needs some more seasoning, man. He needs some more seasoning down in AAA. I feel it. I feel it right now. Yep, he does. He does. That's a bad strikeout. That is a bad strikeout by your #1 draft pick there. Garrett McMillan, what are you doing, buddy? What are you looking at? Swing the bat. You were aggressive all day long. In your first 2 at-bats, you were so aggressive. And then when it mattered most, you didn't take the bat off your shoulders. Can't have it. Riley Green trying to shoot one past Ursula there. It's going to be 0-2 count. This is a situation the Tigers have to come through. Have to. Absolutely have to. Cannot afford to give up. Another out. One-two count on Riley Green. That's a tough pitch to lay off of. So I'm actually impressed with Riley Green here in this at-bat. We'll see what he does, what the result is going to be. But that's going to be a ground ball, and is he going to beat this one out? He's safe. Tigers take the lead on Riley Green's fielder's choice, but he's going to hustle up and get the single. He's going to leg it out. Not a single, but he reaches first. You guys know what I'm saying here. But 3-2. 3-2 Tigers. Gotta love it. And Medina is starting to struggle again. Just can't find the strike zone. He's digging himself into these holes that he's having a hard time finding himself out of. 1-0. Ball low, another ball. 2-0 count on Nick Ames. Oh, see that's one you gotta put in the seats. He wanted it too. He's just a little off. He's just a little bit off. Dang, that's gonna be a ground ball. A little flip here to shortstop. Kingery at second. But the Tigers take the lead on a fielder's choice. They're going for the double play. And Riley Green just beat him out. So pretty cool that we got to see Josiah Gray come on for a batter and shut down that Phillies rally. Now we get to see Chris Sale come on in the top of the 7th inning and get some work in. Get about maybe an inning in. And shut these guys down. We've got 3 innings left to play here, guys. 7, 8, and 9. So hopefully we can get this thing done. So Chris Sale comes on, gets the first out of the inning. Ray camps underneath and makes the play. Might consider a mass substitution at some point.
Number 41,
We'll see how the gameplay goes. We'll see how it all plays out. After this game, though, guys, we're actually going to go ahead and simulate the entire preseason and just to kind of get an idea of how each guy did and set our roster up for 2024. I noticed the numbers didn't change. Like you see, Chadwick Tromp is still an 82, even though he's the backup catcher. Maybe I didn't change Chadwick Tromp's number. I don't remember here, but it's going to get a walk here for former Tiger Hernan Perez.
now batting, catcher,
It's a dangerous place to be messing with JT Realmuto with right there, right down the heart of the plate. This guy's a good hitter, man. Good hitter.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One and one, top 7, 1 down. He's going to miss again, so Chris Sale kind of having problems of his own. Finding the strike zone. 10th pitch on the way. Going to be a ground ball. Oh, back to Sale. Out to Pena. Double play ball. And the Tigers are out of the top of the 7th inning. Good job by Chris Sale to get the defense going.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 67, Matt Bowman.
Some substitutions there for the Phillies. And we need some insurance runs now, guys. We need some insurance runs. 3-2, Detroit. Matt Bowman coming on.
Big change for the Phillies. Now playing right. Number
I think this is going to be the perfect time to do it. Perfect time to do it. Tromp going to lift this one to center field. That's going to be caught with ease. The first out of the bottom of the 7th.
now batting, third base.
Here comes Isaac Paredes. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a home run. Looking to do some more damage here. He's going to lift this one, though. It's going to be an easy pop-up to Peraza. 2 quick outs for the Tigers.
Now batting, the right fielder,
And Brennan Davis is coming up again. I think at this stage I want to just let him hit. I was thinking about pulling him, possibly putting in Brent Rooker, but there we go. There's why you just don't give up on the kid. Don't give up on him yet. Gets aggressive. First pitch swinging, 2 outs. Why the heck not? And gets a base knock. So Brennan Davis gets on with a single. It's actually got some speed to burn here, but we do get a fly ball deep to left, and that's going to be a gap shot for Brian Reynolds and 70 speed. Look at Brennan Davis coming all the way around from first to home. And Brian Reynolds, the pinch hitter, comes up with a huge double, and the Tigers get that insurance lead. Take a look at that. First pitch swinging, coming off the bench. Tell you what, man, Tigers look like we've got it going on this season, guys. I know it's spring training, but man. Now we got Mookie Betts just coming out for a intentional walk. Put the fear of God in the Phillies, and he said, nope, we're going to go ahead and have him take his base here. But guess what? This is why all this late game strategy worked, because now we've got all of our starters coming to the game, and Jorge Bonifacio comes through. But look at this. Can't field it cleanly is Kike Hernandez, and look at around the corner coming home is Mookie Betts, and the Tigers extend their lead from 4-2 to 6-2. Kike Hernandez, the defensive replacement out there in right field. Jorge Bonifacio goes the other way. And the Tigers now, the Tigers starters getting some work in, and they're making Phillies pitching pay here. Now here's Tommy Edman. I'm hoping Tommy can show me something. Give me some more faith on why we kept him around. Jojo Romero, the lefty, coming on in relief. Man, I'm pumped about this season, guys. I don't know about you guys. I'm pumped for this Tigers team. This team looks like it's going to be a formidable one, man. If we can... our starters were just aggressive right there. They were stinging it, man, on Matt Bowman. Matt Bowman's no slouch. You know, he's pretty decent. 1-2 count on Edman, and he's going to strike out. So it's just frustrating, guys. It's just frustrating. Edman and McMillan, guys that I've put faith in, just have not... whoa, Mookie at second. This is not happening. Okay, so we got Edman at first, Ray Del Villar coming on. You got Herrera at short. Like, what the hell is going on? We're not doing this. We're not going to blow the game because we don't know what the hell's going on here. So let's defensive positioning. No, we want substitutions. Let's move guys around here. We want Herrera in... Oh, my God. Herrera cannot play. No, Herrera can play infield. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So let's not move him. Let's get... Sorry. I have to do this. This is awful. Let's take Mookie out of the game. Right? Let's take him out of the game. And put in... We'll move Mookie with Herrera. So Herrera can play second, since he can play infield apparently. And then we'll move... Paredes to shortstop, Mookie to third, then get Mountcastle to third.
Your attention, please.
Okay. We're fixing this. We're fixing it, guys. We're getting this all fixed up here. Tommy Edman is gonna move to second. Herrera is going to move out of the lineup. He's going to move out of the lineup for Bobby Dahlbeck.
This changed defensively for the...
There you go. So that's the new look lineup. So we got everybody's back where they should be in the proper position, so that it all makes sense, right? Okay, we're good. We're good. Whew. We got to just make sure the CPU is not doing stupid stuff.
Third base, number 7, Ryan Mountcastle.
Ball. Down.
What's up, Juan? What's up, ZK Gaming? What's going on, guys? How it do, baby? We're doing good, man. We're doing good. We're up 6-2. This is all CPU versus CPU, too, so we're just testing out the new guys. We're testing out the new players, young guys, see how they're going to do this season. So far, I'm liking it, though. I think we look pretty good. Maybe the Phillies are just bad. I don't know. ZK, you had a question. Where is Joe? Are you talking about Joe Jimenez? He's still on the team. Here's your ground ball back up the middle. Oh, but Edman! This is why he stays on the team. Good defense by Tommy Edman, man. He's a hustler. I love Tommy Edman's energy, man. If you watch him play in real life, too, he does the same stuff. Just got banned from a stream after I made a joke about a person he didn't like, even though I made some donations. Well, was it a big streamer? Not that you don't have to tell me who it was, but I'm just trying to figure out like what the rationale was behind it, you know? I feel like a lot of the bigger guys leave it to their moderation team. And sometimes they just don't think about that stuff. But we got Ray Del Villar, former Chicago Cub prospect. You guys remember him, man. Acquired him in a trade with Brennan Davis, by the way, for Jonathan Scope. I think that we're feeling the after effects of this trade. I mean, he's great. He's great. Ray Del Villar is great. I think he's going to be really good in that 7th, 8th inning type of role, that shutdown type of role, setup role for Joe Jimenez. Whoa, thanks, Juan. $1.99. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It's crazy that you guys are donate. It's just, it always amazes me. Even though, you know, not to diminish it, you know, but most people would look at that and say it's just $1.99. Like, don't freak out about it. It's not that big. It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal to me that that you know that people would go out of their way and give a guy they never met any money. You know, it's just it's crazy. But so I thank you for that. So Ray Del Villar going to end this inning with another strikeout on James McCann, and I like Del Villar, man. He's solid. He's real solid out of that bullpen. Ian Lawneck. Jose Peraza still plays in the MLB. At least according to this. At least according to MLB The Show, you know. Some guys, they just don't go away, and he'd be one of them. Somehow that's a base hit. I thought that was going to be an out. Like, I took my head away. Like, what the heck happened? Oh, it bounced off. It bounced off Hoskins. I'm looking at the delay on the live stream. Wow. Well, Jamer gets a base hit. Brent Rooker coming on. Rooker's going to take this one high and inside. He wasn't even going to think about biting at that. And he's going to swing at a changeup. I'll give him that. That's tough. That's tough to lay off. That's tough.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, almost base hit. Could have been base hit. Could have been base knock. 3-2, full count. Juan, I'm reading your comment. Somehow that's a ball. I don't know. It's a little gift. That's a gift for Detroit there. Trump looking to get his first hit on the night. Dude, I'm sorry. That sucks about COVID, man. I'm sorry to hear that. You'll be all right though. You'll be fine. You'll be all right. All this COVID stuff is getting out of hand anyway, you know. Like I understand how serious it is, and I understand that, you know, it affects people in different ways, but you know, for the most part, for the majority of people, it ends up doing okay. You end up all right, but I hope you get better, man. I hope you start feeling better.
Well, that's off the plate.
All right, so after a double play here, Detroit still up 6-2, and JoJo Romero is struggling here to find the plate against Isaac Paredes. Maybe that's because he's got a base open. Probably don't want to mess with him here with a runner in scoring position. You got Brennan Davis on deck. It's probably pretty smart to intentionally, unintentionally walk him. Don't let him beat you. Don't let him get another base hit. Don't let him get another home run. Just now he goes right after him here with a fastball. Probably try to sneak it by him, and Isaac offers. He obliges. 3-0 count. He was going for it and just totally whiffed. So we'll see what happens here. Romero, 3-1. Gonna walk him. Gonna walk him. All right, runners on the corners, and that was what Romero wanted to do anyway, right? I mean, don't get it twisted. Brennan Davis actually has 2 runs scored on the night. I love to see that. This is a guy that I was kind of high on in year number 1 of this. And it's just nice to see. I mean, I know he's like 1 for 3, 1 for 2. But he's an all right hitter. One count. Davis gonna miss. Romero with the miss. My bad. I really want Davis to get a hit here. I've got Davis on the mind right now. Come on, Davis. 1 for 2. He's going to lift. Oh, that's a gap shot. Come on, get down. Get down. Kike can't get to it. Davis looks like he might have a triple if he pushes it. He's not. He gets a 2 RBI double. Brennan Davis. Woo, baby. I love it. Take that thing high and away and just shoot it in that right center field gap. I like Brennan Davis, man. I think he's going to be a good pro. He might earn that very last spot. He might earn the very last spot out of spring training. We're basically got 39 guys on the 40-man roster right now. He might earn that last spot on the 40-man. Now thinking back, I think all of our center fielders are on the 40-man, so I could be wrong. So, but if he's not, if he's not on the 40-man, he should be. That's what I'm saying. He should be. Bobby Dahlbeck gets his first AB on the day. We'll see what he does with it here. He got a runner on second base. 2-0 count, now 3-0. And Phillies are just really struggling here with the bullpen. Just finding the strike zone here. Mountcastle wanting another shot here. We're not going to get to the bottom of the ninth unless there's something crazy that happens. But, you know, if I'm Mountcastle, I'm in the on-deck center, on the on-deck circle. I'm like, dude, Dahlbeck, Bobby, You got to get on for me, man. You got to get on for me. I want a shot. I want a shot against this guy. Give me a chance. So Dahlbeck 3-1. I'm looking to just absolutely rip this thing. Here we go. He got it. He got a good pitch. There's a 93 on the outside part of the plate. Full count. 2 down. That's going to be a walk. So he got his wish. Mountcastle gets his wish. He's going to get 1 shot before we go to the top of the 9th. All right, let's take a look at the chat here, guys. Michael Simmons, I've watched the XBA series. It's the first time I've watched the baseball series. Well, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Kirk, I know this isn't related to baseball, but have you ever thought about doing a custom league in another sport? MLB custom would be hard to do because you basically have to get the logos created through a logo creator. If you haven't seen that, that's really, really hard to use. You have to usually pay people to make the logos for you and put them in the vault. In the MLB The Show logo vault, that's where they'd be available to you. So unless you got a ton of money and you want to do 30 teams, 32 teams for logos, then I wouldn't probably recommend doing that. And unless you want to use other people's logos, which I wouldn't recommend. It's just hard to do. So unless MLB The Show comes out with a logo uploader, where you can literally just upload your PNGs, that's the only way that I would consider doing it. NHL, you can do it, but the thing with NHL is that it's all logos that are pre-made, so you can't actually make logos. You can recolor them and stuff, but it's just not the same as like XBA. Like, you literally can upload logos, your own logos, in 2K. That's really why we did it. That's why we did it. Nothing else allows that. Madden, for relocation teams, you can't do that. You're stuck with what they give you. You can't change the colors of those logos. It is what it is. You could do something like that with All Pro Football, but who's going to watch that? It's 2K8. It's 12 years old.
Right there. Stop.
If you haven't watched the Team Builder Dynasty, you could do it in NCAA Football 14. You can only do it with a maximum of 12 teams, though. But you can have custom colleges that that you can excuse me, that you can throw into that game. And then of course, yeah, we do NCAA 14. Yep, we do it a lot, actually. This is what sucks, man. This is what sucks. And this isn't anything against you, Kirk. It's nothing against you, man. Don't worry. But this is what sucks about YouTube, guys. Like, if you don't... This is what stinks. Even if you have, like, notifications turned on, unless you watch a certain series, YouTube is not going to recommend it for you. They're not going to push a notification out to you to let you know that we're live or this video has been posted or whatever. So it really sucks. It really sucks. Because there's probably things on the channel that you guys would be really interested in, but you have no idea it even exists because YouTube doesn't tell you it exists. So it's just constantly battling with the algorithm, man. It sucks, but... And Xiao Ching Chang is going to get a strikeout on Roman Quinn. But yeah, just to talk about the custom league stuff. So you kind of understand why we just don't do any of it anymore, or we don't. We wouldn't consider it. NHL, you could do NHL, but again, none of the logos are yours. You can only recolor them. Madden can't recolor them. What they give you is what you get. Can't do anything with the uniforms. Baseball is too tough. You gotta have a lot of money to have artists like make the logos inside the logo creator within the game and then upload them to the vault. So that's tough. What else is there? You got basketball, football, hockey, baseball. That's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. So the basket 2K is literally the only game where you can you can do something super customizable like that. It's awesome. It's awesome. Gaming companies should take notice of that, but you know, it's just a small base. It's a small little niche in sports gaming, so probably not going to pay too much attention to it. Well, I don't have any beef with this. You know, Chang is trying to get in some work here. It's a 6-run game with 2 men on. Now, hey, if there's a home run here, if it turns to 8-5 with 1 down, yeah, we're probably making the switch. What's up, dog? What's up, Wrigley? What's going on, dude? You're just shake it off. You're Taylor Swift in it. Shake it off. Here's a ground ball past Tommy Edman, and we gotta come up firing here, Brennan Davis. You gotta make a good throw. They're gonna cut it off anyway, though. I would have just let the thing go through there, Dahlbeck. All right, so Kike Hernandez comes through with a base hit. It's an RBI. And it is now 8-3. I'm obviously not super nervous about this at all, but we'll see how this thing plays out.
1-1.
Curveball had a lot of break on it. Just not a lot of control. Ooh, laying down a bunt here too. What is that? I mean, you got the speed at 86 speed, but dude, you're down by like 5 runs. You got to get something across. So Chang does the right thing, throws to second. Now we got runners on the corners here with Real Muto coming up, who can do some damage on a guy like Chang, but hopefully that doesn't happen. That's not the case here. So we'll see. 1-0.
2-0.
Gonna miss. I'm not going to jinx it. I almost did it. I was like thinking you should call the game right now. You should totally call the game right now, but that would totally jinx. There's your ground ball. Third base. Mountcastle makes the play. Dahlbeck at first, and the Tigers get a win. Don Mattingly, the head coach, after Ron Gardenhire took this Tigers rebuild very, very seriously. He got us to a really, really good spot as an organization and called it quits and ended up retiring. So Ron Gardenhire giving way, ceding his position to Don Mattingly to try to take us to the top. So Tigers get a W. Very impressive win, in my opinion. Josiah Gray gets the win. It's pretty funny. That's definitely not how Josiah Gray looks. Well, let's take a look at the box score here. I'm not interested in the Phillies. San Diego Studios has the rights to MLB The Show. Pena 1 for 3. Reynolds had that big double that started that 7th inning. That was a really, really big-time hit. Bonifacio had an RBI, went 1 for 1. So our actual starters did a lot of the work, did a lot of the heavy lifting. But in my opinion, dudes, Brennan Davis in right field, man, he had himself a pretty darn good game. Had a walk, had 2 runs scored, 2 hits, and 2 RBIs. Like, Brennan Davis made a name for himself in this game. Paredes with the home run. No stolen bases, not a lot of movement on the base paths today. Clevenger apparently got a blown save. It wasn't a save situation, though. That's interesting. But Faedo was really good, man. 3 innings, 5 strikeouts. He was really solid. Clevenger maybe might have been working with some things on that, but on that start. But I thought he was not as good as Faedo. That's definitely for sure. David Castillo had 2 strikeouts in an inning. Solid work. Blazovic 2 hits and 2/3, and then got into some trouble in a close game, and then Josiah Gray got the win as he got a really big time out against Rhys Hoskins. Chris Sale got the hold. Del Villar came in, 2 strikeouts, and then Chang coming in and, just basically working with a 6-run lead is going to try to force some things and work on his pitching craft. So, guys, that is, I think that's going to do it for tonight. We're running up on 2 hours and 10 minutes. I will go ahead and simulate the entire preseason. Or, man, I've got football and basketball on the mind. I need to get back into baseball mindset here. Spring training. We're going to go ahead and simulate the rest of spring training. How that I usually do this is I usually go through. We usually go through halfway through spring training, and then we put the starters back in. So we'll give like the younger guys a chance here to kind of perform and show what they've got. But 11-6, I kept the starting pitchers in. I wanted to see what they've got. But let's take a look at the lineup here real quick, just see kind of an update on how everybody's doing. But Jose Garcia in 42 at-bats, right? 42 at-bats. He's getting as many at-bats as Garrett McMillan, Corey Ray, a starter's ABs, basically. 429. 429. That's awesome. That's awesome. Corey Ray at 195, batting in the 3-hole. Garrett McMillan, 238 with no pop. No pop. This is something we knew he was a project coming in. He's a top 50 prospect, but to see the batting average that low, maybe it's just a result of where he's hitting at the number 4 spot. I'm not sure, but Riley Green at 289. Riley Green is hitting 289, 286 for Nick Ames, 392 for Chadwick Tromp, Paredes for 317, and Brennan Davis, 282 with 14 RBIs. Wow. I love it. Brennan Davis is on fire. He might earn it. He might earn a spot, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section, guys. Let me know. Faedo pitched that one really good game, and now he's up to a 7-7, so maybe he might not have it. But to be fair, Mike Clevenger hasn't been good either with a 6.27 ERA. 12 innings pitched for Fulmer. He's looking good. Skubal is looking good as well with a 0.5, nearly microscopic ERA. And then Casey Mize still kind of struggling. He might not be very good in sim, guys. 404, 516, 42. Maybe he's just not good in simulation. We'll find that out a little bit later. But look at Jordan Balazovic, though. He's up to an 84 overall. He started spring training as like a 79 or a 77, right? So he's up to an 84 and just pitching lights out. David Castillo doing great as well. Josiah Gray, good stuff. Chris Sale, 8 2/3, 7 strikeouts, nothing, giving up. Del Villar, 415. Uleman, struggling. Chang, struggling. Kenyon Middleton, 7 innings, not a lot of work. Randy Santiago, a lefty, 26 years old. Must have been like a free agent sign. And then Joe Jimenez, 7 1/3, 7 Ks, no runs allowed. And I think we can... the only lineup that I actually changed was right-handed pitchers against DH. So I'm going to go ahead and get the lineup like You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're good. I don't have to go and do all that crazy stuff. So let's go ahead and simulate. Get on a big-time winning streak. Spring training has come to an end. And we finished spring training at 20-9. 20-9, guys. 20-9. Let's just get a little caught up here and see how everybody did and finish their spring. So Jose Garcia, 379 and 66 ABs. Ray hitting 200. McMillan actually brought it back to a respectable batting average for spring training. 298. Green, 263. 306 for Ames. I don't think Ames did enough, though. Yeah, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, but I don't think he did enough. Chadwick Tromp, he's definitely going to be our backup catcher, so I'm not worried about him. Paredes is going to be on the big club, so I'm not worried there. And then it looks like Brennan Davis might have went, dare I say it, I'm not going to do the math on live stream, but maybe he went hitless. Maybe he went hitless in that final stretch because he was batting so well, and then all of a sudden just tanked down to 224. Betts, 306, 277. Ruker at 233. 500 for Dahlbeck. He went 3 for 6. Edman still struggling, man. He's just not going to be a hitter for us. Just going to be a defensive guy by the looks of it. But 228. Bonifacio, 37 at bats, 405. Candelario, 341. Gotta love that. Rogers didn't do too well at 234, only 47 ABs. Teoscar, 273. And Mountcastle went 0 for 6. Daz Cameron, 0 for 5. And then DJ Peters, 6 for 12. So a lot of good performances hitting-wise. I'm impressed there. Let's go to pitching rotation and see. But Faedo, 25 innings, 5-4. He's not ready. He's not cut out for it, I don't think, to be a starting pitcher. He will be into our bullpen. Balazovic, though, maybe Balazovic is going to be the more high-leverage guy than Faedo. I mean, he's up to an 84. Like, how can you argue against that, right? So Castillo still holding strong, 1-6. Gray, 2-8. Sale still didn't allow a single run in spring training. And 14 and third. So good numbers there. I'm impressed with our actual bullpen guys, and our starting pitching was solid as well. So Casey Mize brought that back down to 3-2. Scuba was great. Fulmer was great. Clevenger not so much. But Faedo is going to be a bullpen guy, maybe like a middle reliever, not a long reliever, a guy that you only need in like blowout situations. And Chris Sale was great too. So our pitching staff, our actual starting pitching staff was amazing. Our hitting was great. How can you say it wasn't, man? We're like 20-9. 20-9. We were the second best team outside of one game with the Red Sox. Like, we're legit. We're legit. We're ready. We're ready to compete at the big level this season. So guys, that's going to do it for today's live stream. I will have a regular upload for you guys in the next one. We're going to go ahead and make sure that the roster is all made up correctly. Guys that are going to make the big club, make the 25-man roster. And then we'll probably simulate to halfway through the season of 2024. See how the team's doing. Maybe start talking some trade ideas and, just find out, is this team a paper tiger, literally a paper tiger at 20-9 in spring training, or are we actually ready for the big time? Did we make enough big moves to move away from a wild card style and type of team, or are we going to be a legit elite type of ball club? So, guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your Friday night. Good rest of your weekend. If I don't see you, we've got Team Builder tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I think we're going to do the XBA Week 5. So XBA is going to post on Sunday. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.